just had the most strangest dream that I just woke up from. There's this man. He has a family, a wife and 2 daughters. And he is after me or something, where he's like actually secretly a psychopath, like of the worst kind, where he keeps playing mind games, and over there's always like he's like always one step ahead, where he claimed something about bridges. I don't know why, but it ends with us all being on a bridge or something. And he's just so terrible. He tells his youngest daughter to jump off the bridge. And his wife, she's so terrified of him that she thinks that this is just another mind game, another psychological game or something. So she nervously plays along, like, and little girl is terrified, so she's like slowly going down this thing, and the man goes down with her, and then I guess it looks as he goes down before her, so it looks like he's going to save her, catch her, and the wife thinks he's going to kind of just save her, but instead he just pushes her down. I see the girl fall screaming, and the wife screaming, the man laughing. And he takes his other daughter and pushes her down. And then he jumps down. So the wife is left there with me, the protagonist of that story, or like the outsider, and it feels like a dilemma. And this woman, she's lost everything, her family, and she's telling me to push her down. She's got nothing left. And then me as that person, what do I do? Do I save her? Do I tell her, let's just get out of here, let's forget this happened, I can take care of you? Or do I just end her suffering and let her go with her family? What do I do? Hey.
I'm about to say that's the only person you was getting away with.
No, I'm like, if I'm on underground.
Like, you really want to bust a table? You think you're gonna be running for your life?
Cause that's the thing. I barely want to go to the table.
Today, like, I brought food to the table, and I had the food, and this guy was like, "Can you like clean yours?"
I dead don't clean it.
Hell nah, bro. No. I don't want to do it. No.
I do not clean
Cause there was so many
mad
tables
tables,
over
but you
there.
still did it anyway. So you
Yo,
salty.
it be so
Yo, you was salty.
It be so
Yo.
tight. Cause he gonna keep on asking us this.
That's why you gotta tell them to move. You be like, oh, it's the way you say it. Oh, can you bust this table? Oh, you can sit at any other clean table that's there. Oh, with the gluten-free bread. Did she get a free soup? Was that soup
She
free?
did. She did.
That's what I meant to talk to Yoshi about, but I didn't get to it.
And another lady got a free pastilli because she. No, yeah, just got that.
What's that?
Chicken nuggets.
Oh no, not that shit. Oh, speaking of which, I have the receipt.
Oh. What do you think? Should I wrap it up?
She's like, you're free. I've been up never for almost 30
Oh yeah.
I can't be on.
I hate when people.
I was my brother said retail. I used to be something like so. That's why I only do register. I only do register in Baltimore. That's where everybody be on.
It'd be fine here. I usually don't have issues, but she was talking, and she wanted somebody else. That moment, it wasn't a mattress. That reminds me like when white people be going crazy on people, and then as soon as you black on them, oh my god, they was called hot. Like, bro, you were just black, and now you want to play victim.
What's out?
It's like they don't take it like their own.
Like we went to go give Kay her ID, right?
You lucky I ain't going out. My father was like, you might do this.
I got some Henny.
Say hi to
Oh, the guy said he
Say
got
hi.
his spot already.
How are you?
Ay, qué rico. Eso es tu catchphrase. Ay, qué rico. Ay, qué rico. Oh, ¿cómo haces eso? How do you do it?
Like this.
Me gusta.
That's why I say
Oh.
I don't have mine.
Oh. I mean, I have it.
You want me to tell her what it is?
I mean, how long y'all been working here? To know that. Tell us.
Ay, qué rico. How would you rate today?
Shitty.
Out of 5 stars.
0.
Same. I haven't seen this. This is on display at Noma, right? It is. Yeah. But I don't know what floor it's on. Oh, here we go.
Today was quiet. I'm ending it the same way I began it because why not? So, a background to the dream I had today in the morning. The day before yesterday, my coworker, Unique, he came up with this scenario and was asking everyone what they would do based on that scenario, which was if mentally challenged 15-year-old boy came up to you and slapped you in the face really hard, he said, what will you do? And he, based on, everyone told him that they'd hit him back, but I said that I wouldn't pretty much I wouldn't hit him back because he's mentally challenged. And I guess based on the conversation we had about, he told me that he asks people he gives them scenarios to get to know them based on what they would do, based on their actions. And I guess that in some ways that made me come up with that weird dream. And I'm still not sure why I had that dream. It was so vivid. It was the last dream before I woke up, and I still remember it really clearly. Yeah. And today it was pretty busy at work, and there were a lot of guests. Today they seemed a little more aggressive than usual. I kind of have to deal with very rude and kind of entitled guests a lot. And I mean, I like hospitality because I'm always going out of my way to make guests feel comfortable. But when a guest is rude to me, when they act snobbish and like make you feel kind of bad, for example, an elderly guest, he kind of grabbed my waist today when I offered to take his empty bowl and I don't know, it just sucks. I don't think I want to work there anymore. I don't like the setting. I mean, I love art, but people there are so pretentious. I've been feeling kind of suffocated there for a while. Well, I know I'm not gonna stay there forever, of course. But right now I'm thinking, what's my next step? I have these long-term goals, my creative pursuits, of course, I'll always have that. But when it comes to my day job, the thing that keeps me afloat, my bills paid, my mouth fed, that's secondary to me. I don't make it my main focus. This is just something to get by. And I feel like sometimes people lose themselves into it, that it becomes their whole life, like my coworkers are always just talking about what happened, they talk about other coworkers, like, oh, this and this person got fired because of this and this, or this and this, gets on my nerves, rather than talking to them face to face. And it just feels like high school never ends, People don't know how to be mature and just talk. But I guess there's just like a fear of confrontations. And for someone like me who strives to be as authentic as possible, as genuine as possible, it doesn't really translate well in a work setting, because being honest, being open, being truthful sometimes gets you into trouble. But I don't care. I can always find something, a better opportunity. There's always room for growth. And I feel like someone told me about this restaurant called Untitled. And maybe that's for a reason. Maybe that's my next pursuit. Maybe in a few months it's a possibility. It's just I'm a little afraid of the winds of change. I know it's a natural occurrence, there's always, you just have to follow that gravitational pull, that new chapter in your life. There's always something new to help you grow, but I'm tired of feeling like that. I want to just have this one thing where I'm just comfortable at, where I feel good, where what I'm doing has me looking forward to each day. Something that I'm passionate about, while that also allows me to make money. What I really want this year is to make art and music my main focus. I want to find a way to make a career out of it. And even if I don't, I just want to have my voice heard. I just have so many things to say. But I just always feel like I'm in the background. I'm always just a second choice. I'm always just I'm just always given a second glance. I'm always just someone who people forget about. I'm always just moving on from place to place, never sticking with friends. I'm always meeting people, always meeting new people, but no one ever sticks around. I never stick around. Maybe that's my problem. What do I do?